the Trevor Jackson Podcast.
What's good with y'all this weekend, man? Let me clear my throat, man. I got a lot to say on this episode. Like, y'all know I'm a curator of the hip hop culture. I love hip hop, and this whole channel was built so I could have commentary about hip hop, to be honest with you, so I could display some of my music and all of that. But Kendrick Lamar, this year, he separated himself. Ain't no more big three, it's just big me. Real talk, he separated himself. He's the Don Dada. He's the upper echelon of hip hop music. He's at the top of the top. He's the best right now. And I just want to salute the brother. Real talk. I just want to salute him because, you know, hip hop is a strange thing, man. People be getting in it for attention and the wrong things, and or they try to get into it and risk their life so they can spew foolishness. But I just want to give my takes on the concert tonight. I want to talk about I seen a lot of individuals talking about he didn't have no big name artists hit the stage with him. He didn't have like a lot of features, but if you know Kendrick Lamar's music like that, he don't do a lot of features. He don't have a lot of people on his records. And what I would say to that is that those people was in the stands sitting by enjoying the concert. The Weeknd was in the crowd. LeBron James was in the crowd. Top Dog was in the crowd. The people that y'all might thought should hit the stage with him was in the crowd enjoying the concert. They was just sitting there enjoying it. And it was just a great thing. The first thing I want to start the show off with, though, is the set list. Because me being a creator myself and have went to multiple shows, the last good show I went to was when Future went to DC. And another thing, I was like, I wish Future would have been at the Kendrick Lamar concert and they would have did like that together. That would have been, you know what I'm saying? That would have been nice though. But for him to pack that out on Juneteenth, it was a good thing also. But I want to talk about the set list because it's important. A lot of people don't know how to even throw shows. You know, we give Busta Rhymes a lot of credit for being like a great entertainer in hip hop. Jay-Z gets a lot of credit because he does a lot of live instrumentation and he brings people out with him, and he has a good show. But I think Kendrick Lamar's show might have went under the radar last night, like not attention wise, but the scheme, the strategic way that he put the records out. And I just want to talk about this set list for a minute. So he came out to Euphoria. That was to me the best diss record out of all the diss records that they was putting out. Him and Drake going back to back. Euphoria was a 6 minute like diss record, just one verse, him going crazy. And he did that whole song. I was like, golly, he killing shit right now by doing that. Then he dropped DNA, Element, All Right, Swimming Pools. Them was just crazy songs, and the swimming pools it brought back like nostalgic things for me because I think that dropped in 2010. That was the first time I ever heard of Kendrick, and then I heard him on the Grand Theft Auto game. But when it started turning up is when he brought J Rock out, and they did Money Trees. To me, that's like one of the most iconic West Coast records of all time. Like, it might not get no better than Money Trees. It might not be another record that Kendrick may be capable of doing this better than Money Trees, even though he's a hell of an artist. It's just that record was like flawless, phenomenal, to be honest with you. After that, they did Win, 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 Win. That ain't my favorite song, but it fit well. It was placed well. It was a song that was put in the, it was placed well. I think that's a J Rock song too. I don't know if that's even a Kendrick Lamar song. I think that he was showing love to his boy J Rock and putting that song on there. But before I finish the track list, I want to give one of my takes early. Why we never got a Black Hippie album? I know that Kendrick Lamar extended past Schoolboy Q, Absol, and J Rock, but damn, boy, if we got a Black Hippie record right now, we'll be tripping off of that because they were supposed to be that group that just dropped some phenomenal records for the West Coast, put the West Coast on the map, and it's already on the map, but put the West Coast on their back, and it never happened, and I was just concerned about that. Yeah, and the next record they came out to was King's Dead. Then while Absol was on stage, he did the other diss record to Drake, 616. That was crazy. That was crazy when one of his partners came on the stage with him. Collard Greens was next with Schoolboy Q. Even though Schoolboy, he got some hits his damn self. He done dropped some phenomenal records to me by himself. And another record, what's next? That Part. That Part, yeah, that was a Black Hippie. Was a Schoolboy Q song though, wasn't it? That wasn't a Black Hippie song. King Kunta, Black Hippie on stage. That's what it's saying in the abbreviations. Black Hippie was on stage. All of the artists from Black Hippie. This could be a rollout too, man, for another Kendrick album, or they might do the Black Hippie album. So Mad City. One thing that was missing from the Mad City to me is that if he would have had MCA intro the Mad City like how it is on the album, that would have drove the West Coast crazy. MC8 is iconic. That's AWACS, nigga, from Menace to Society. Humble. That's another dope record in itself. Like that. Man, boy, Future would have came out like I said before. And then Dr. Dre came out on Still DRE. You know, Dr. Dre is a legend and everything though, but he's a legend. He put Kendrick on his back. He put a lot of people on the West Coast on, man. He produced majority of that first album and mixed and mastered that first album that I really enjoyed. To Pimp a Butterfly. That was a not To Pimp a Butterfly. What was the other? Good Kid, Mad City. That album, that Good Kid, Mad City went crazy, and the To Pimp a Butterfly went crazy too, though. But my favorite out of all of his catalog is Good Kid, Mad City. That's an album that will go in West Coast history forever. So after Dre came on stage, they did the California Love record. You know what I'm saying? That Tupac supposed to been on. And then Dre intro the Not Like Us. That said a statement. That means that Dre was siding with Kendrick Lamar in this Drake beef. You know what I mean? He said, I see dead people. Then the beat drop. When Not Like Us came on, those people was chanting that song like, I don't know, man. It was something different. And then people was on the internet and everything saying that he only performed it 5 times. That's cap, dog. That man performed that song 6 times. The instrumental, they walked out to the instrumental and everything. Like, this was a dope concert, man. To me, Amazon did an amazing job because I was at home. I wasn't in the forum. I wasn't in the forum on Juneteenth, and it was just a celebration, man, of hip hop culture, being black, gang culture, great music. The people that introed the show was dope. Like, I really enjoyed YG. I really enjoyed Tyler the Creator. He's a superstar, a Grammy award winning artist. He won the Grammy over DJ Khaled. It was just dope, man. And let me think of some things that came to mind. Even seeing Russell Westbrook on stage, crip walking, and DeMar DeRozan crip walking, that was interesting to me too, because how the NBA culture and hip hop coexist together is different to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like the same, basically. It's basically the same thing, man. So let's get into my takes, though, man. I'm gonna give y'all my takes that I wrote down. I wrote down my takes about this Kendrick Lamar and Friends thing. So my first take is that I know it was Juneteenth, but family, he packed the stadium on a Wednesday. Like, that gotta be celebrated. Like, I know it was a holiday. Some people was off. Some people had to work. But for him to pack out a arena on a holiday, it's something different, man. It's something different. Then Dr. Dre in the full top and bottom jean outfit was nuts. That nigga had on a whole, like, the whole attire was different to me though. Like even the attire that Kendrick had on. That nigga had on a hoodie, some jeans, and some Nike Shocks. I ain't even seen none of them in a store in a decade. Nike Shocks with the bottom on the back, but he might have just wanted to be comfortable. But that the outfit was different to me. And then my third take from watching this is like when I seen them take the picture and I seen the Crips and the Bloods and the people on stage. A lot of folks want to talk about can gang culture unify. I think as black individuals in totality, we need to unify because we are behind by not unifying. You know what I mean? Killing each other over things that really doesn't even mean anything, things that doesn't even have no weight, that shouldn't even be appreciated. Like gang culture shouldn't be appreciated like that, even though I think gang culture has more of a historical background than hip hop and its totality. Because gang culture is older than hip hop if you really pay attention to it. So can LA gang culture really unify by this imagery? No. It was nice to see it for a night and everything. Even when Nipsey Hussle passed away, man, you know they unified. They unified for Nipsey Hussle's death because that was like one of the fallen leaders and the fallen soldiers. And then I know y'all see the image on the screen. Where was the game? We're gonna get into that here in a minute. Where was the game? But back to Nipsey Hussle. The tribute was beautiful. What he meant to the culture of hip hop and what he meant to the mentality of black men, you know what I'm saying, growing up in the hood and giving back to their city and their community and wanting to see people evolve from their community. It was Nipsey Hussle should be somebody that should be respected, should be appreciated, and his ideas and the things that he brought to the game was very interesting. Like even to the point of him selling the CD for $100, him building a multi-million dollar clothing line that was the first tech store in the United States. That was very interesting that Nipsey Hussle was able to do that, and then he kept it in his community because, to be honest with you, seeing stuff like that, I don't know how many brothers would want to build and want to grow within their community now because it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's too dangerous. It's not even worth it, to be honest. Even though we want to unify, the people in your community ain't gonna look out for your best interest, dog. They're gonna kill you before they look out for your best interest. So I'm gonna get to the game situation after I give my takes because I put that image up there though. But I want to say something about iconic cities, most impactful and influential cities in hip hop. So to me, it's like five. I'm not even gonna rank them because I want to give LA some credit right now. New York, obviously, is very impactful and influential to hip hop. Houston, Miami, Atlanta. But LA, you know, the imagery with the movies from Friday to South Central to Menace to Society to Boys in the Hood to a multitude of things with the imagery, the movies, how much it influenced people. People wore dickies and people got braids and plaits and wanted to be in gangs across the whole nation, across the whole planet because of the imagery that gang culture put out there. And not saying that that's a positive thing or whatever, but it's impactful and it's influential. Now, another thing that LA has created, it created a whole different swag, a whole different flavor of dressing. If y'all looking at the podcast on the visual platform right now, look at YG's dress while he's performing. With he looks like a black Mexican with the red bottoms on, the clanks and the shorts and all of that. His outfit is just that LA is different, man. It's different. It's a different place, and the rap style, the production style, the dissing, the diss tracks, and all of that. It ranks up there. It has to be number two or number three behind L.A. I mean behind Atlanta and New York. But is it really behind Atlanta? To be honest with you, Atlanta and L.A. has to be two because New York they created the genre for us to be able to participate in it. So my next take from it is is Not Like Us, a top three diss track of all time? Is it one of the best diss tracks of all time? Now, I'm saying that because like the impact it had on the most successful hip hop artist of all time career. That's why I'm asking, is it a top three diss track of all time? Because when you really pay attention to it, like I was listening to, and if y'all haven't checked out on the platform as of recently, the Larry Jackson and Joe Budden podcast reaction that I did, y'all got to check it out because he said that Drake's catalog is more important to the music industry than the entire 1960s, the entire 1970s, and the entire 1980s, because now we're living in a time where you don't purchase a CD or album one time and you're done. It's reoccurring income. That's what streaming is doing. It's reoccurring income because once you listen to it, you get paid every time you listen to it. You don't just purchase it and it's over. That's an idea he brought to the game that was very interesting. Listening to that thing, because if you leave down your masters and your rights to your music to a loved one or whatever, that music is going to stream and it's going to play forever. Some people may not understand that if they're not popular enough or if their music is not getting enough plays to where they're getting paid from it or whatever though. But I released an album talking about me for a minute, but we're going to get right back to it. I released an album on streaming platforms that I put out in 2003, and that thing got like 750,000 streams right now. And it's crazy to see it be able to re create it revalued itself. It's still making money, and that's a beautiful thing to me. So let me see what I got up here. Okay, Not Like Us. I said, is it a top three disc record? Now I want to say something about disc records and the West Coast too, though. Do West Coast artists make the best disc records? Because we got to think about it. When Cube dropped the disc record that humbled the NWA, Tupac dropped Hit 'Em Up, the MC8 and DJ Quick feud, that was a good battle. That's an iconic battle that should be remembered forever. And they squashed their beef or whatever. MC8 was just recently on Drink Champs talking about their beef, and it made me re-interested in it and talk about it more on the podcast and the platform. The game. I keep talking about the game. Like when you talk about the West Coast, you gotta acknowledge the game. The game, when he dissed Meek Mill, when he dissed Joe Budden, as of recently he dissed Rick Ross and he picked a side. And now you got the Kendrick Lamar beef in the diss tracks, man. Like the West Coast artists, they know how to put that disrespect together well. Okay, so let me get back to it. I got a couple of more takes, then I'm gone, y'all, for the off of the takes. And I got two more takes. Okay, hold on, give me a second, y'all. My fault. My second to last take is: did Kendrick cement himself as the top rapper in the game right now? Most definitely. Most definitely, he's the top of the top. He's the cream of the crop. Nobody's above him. Like J. Cole, to me, damn, he ruined himself. Because even though Drake was doing the most streams, the most numbers, he has the machine behind him. J. Cole was doing the best raps. He was rapping better than anybody. His last project that he put out was dope. It was dope to me. The Trade of Truth and Ibiza, the even the diss song with Kendrick against Kendrick Lamar, it was a decent record, but it was a lot of records on there that was fly. And he just ruined himself, man. Real talk, he ruined himself. That's when Kendrick Lamar created separation. It's no big three, nigga. It's just big me. So most definitely, he's at the top of the top. My last thing I want to talk about is a power and never apologizing and never going on defense. Like you shouldn't have to defend yourself when you making diss records, because when you defend yourself, that means that you're in the wrong. That's all that it means. That you was in the wrong. Now you on defense and you trying to protect yourself from the dumb shit that you said. Real talk. That's just my perspective. You should never go on defense. Now we're gonna get into this. I wanted to talk about the game because at one point in time, the game was the front runner of Los Angeles hip hop until you had the surgence of Kendrick, Nipsey, Ty Dolla Sign. What's my boy name? Dom Kennedy. We got to give him some credit because he's slept on. People be talking about how the West Coast is slept on and stuff, though. But I feel like in the music business and the music industry right now, we don't have Rap City, TRL, BET 106 and Park no more. If you want to find some music, it's up to you to find it. It's not going to come to you. The only promotional tool that people have is TikTok and Instagram. That's where most people's attention is at, on TikTok and Instagram. So, to be honest, you got to go find the music if you want it. Real spill. It's not a lack in music. It's just a lack in your skills and being able to go get the music because you're so spoiled now being able to have a whole catalog of music in your phone for $9 that you don't even know how to get it no more, to be honest. Well, let's talk about this game situation and let me play the clip and the audio of him explaining himself. Hold up, I gotta stop the music, y'all. I gotta stop the music before I get into it.
Let y'all load back in here, man.
Come on, nigga.
What's up with it? What's up with it? Everybody load in. I'm gonna wait till at least we get like 500 to a band in here. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my other page with the live, but for some reason it's like not letting me go live on LA Confidential. So we here. What's up with it? What up? Am I in Cali? Yeah, I'm always in Cali. I'm gonna let them get in here, let them pile in to about 1,000, and I'm gonna say what I need to say. I'm gonna get back off this thing, man. Been seeing shit swirl around the internet, you know, and like, you know, sometimes, man, y'all gotta hear from the horse's mouth, man. Yeah, we almost there. We at 800, man. Ping all your friends and let them know. Game is live. I don't really even go live, but sometimes you gotta, you know, let motherfuckers know what's on your mind so they hear it from you, so motherfuckers can stop speculating and doing all that goofy ass shit, man. Yeah, we almost there, 900. 900 on the side page, you know, that ain't bad.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
Hopefully all y'all having a good start to y'all summer and shit.
The Trevor
About 30 more
Jackson
people, man, we're gonna get it
Podcast.
bracken in here. Alright, so look, we hit a bando real quick. So look, check it out, man. Motherfuckers in my DMs and all on these these blog sites and whatnot talking about, you know, the West Coast ain't fucking with you and you ain't this and you ain't that and you siding with this nigga and that nigga. When the fuck y'all heard me say a motherfucking thing about who I'm siding with or this and that, nigga? I'll be in my own lane chilling, nigga, taking care of my kids out the fucking way, nigga. That's how I made it this far in this fucking game, man. A lot of y'all, you know, a lot of y'all fans and shit, it's kind of easy to sit where y'all sitting at y'all house and try to look and gauge this shit from where y'all sitting, but it's a lot of fuckery that go on in this industry, man. And you know, y'all can see from you know, what happens to some of, you know, some of y'all certain celebrities y'all follow and whatnot. This shit ain't what it's all cracked up to be. And because I don't want to play internet games with niggas all the time or be on this motherfucker every day or be on these people red carpet or doing all this shit, I'm like, that shit ain't
Let me stop.
the game.
Let me stop this for a minute because He talking about internet games and all that.
Navigate myself through this shit.
My
You know,
fault, y'all. I don't even know how to work the Instagram, how to pause it, and all of that. But internet games, and he's not siding with Drake. At the end of the day, you showed your hand when you dissed Rick Ross.
Anybody that really know me that's in this motherfucking industry, and I'm talking about anybody, nigga, you could ask motherfucking, go ask Dr. Dre, man. Like, sit Dr. Dre down and really ask that nigga about who I am and my character and, like what he really feel about me at the end of the day as a man, nigga. Fuck an artist and all the rest of that shit, nigga. Talking about as a man, nigga. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. my nigga Nip. But ask Nip, if you could ask Nip himself, he would have told you, and he did tell you out his own mouth, nigga, what, I contributed, to his career. From the beginning, bro. From the beginning of this shit on the West Coast, nigga. Coming straight out of West Side Cedar Block, Bompton, Piru. Which is still my hood to this day. Nigga ain't never slacked, ain't never ran, ain't never did nothing. But
explanations make you guilty.
Top Dog know what it is. Kendrick know what it is. Nigga YG know what it is. Mustard know what it is. Ty Dolla $ign know what it is. Dr. Dre know what it is. Snoop know what it is. Nigga Hit Boy know what it is. My nigga Dom Kennedy know what it is. All the powers that be on the West Coast. And I hope my RJ, nigga, everybody, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this motherfucker know what motherfucking Chuck Taylor is and what I am. And what I done for the West Coast, nigga. Draco the Ruler know what it was with me, nigga. We chopped it, nigga. We was in the studio, RP is so. One thing I hate is when a West Coast motherfucker that I fuck with lose their life. That shit ain't cool to me. That shit ain't cool to me. It's cool to y'all. Y'all like to pit niggas up against each other and then go under the motherfucking, the comments and shit, put R.I.P. this and R.I.P. that when a nigga die, and then tell a backtrack on your motherfucking, on your gaslighting ass fanhood, you know what I'm saying? And tell a nigga, oh, y'all should have squashed that and y'all should have been bigger than that. Nah, man, a lot of y'all motherfucking fans be the reason this shit is all fucked up. Now, as far as the motherfucking Kendrick and Drake shit, nigga, that's Kendrick and Drake shit.
Let me pause it for a minute because, I want to address something. Where was Game at the Super Bowl? Did 50 Cent have something to do with him not being there? He wasn't at the Kendrick Lamar thing last night. He used to be the face of the West Coast, not just L.A., the face of West Coast. In the comment section, if you from the West, help me understand, why is Game not a part of the movement no more?
Nigga Snoop looked out for me like that, nigga. I looked out for motherfucking Kendrick like that. I looked out for Nip like that. You know what I'm saying? I looked out for Top Dog before it was, Top nigga. Top Dog wanted to motherfucking give me half a Top Dog. I didn't want nothing from niggas though, bro. I just wanted to push niggas in the right direction. Nip asked me personally what he could do to pay me back for what I did for him, nigga. I met Nip on the streets, nigga. I brought Nip in the studio, nigga, in Encore Studios, Burbank, California, nigga. I got on 2 of his songs, nigga, and let him go do his thing, nigga. And Nip rose to his celebrity and to his power, nigga. But, nigga, I was just a step on the ladder for some, I was just, there for a nigga that was already gonna go to the moon. But niggas ain't gonna try to strike Chuck Taylor, nigga, and say I ain't do what I did, nigga. I looked out for everybody on the coast, nigga. Ask Glasses Malone, nigga. Ask anybody that you can ask, nigga. You go ask Big Boy, DJ Head, Fuzzy, nigga, anybody about motherfucking Game. Chuck Taylor on the West Coast, nigga. I ain't did nothing but look out for niggas. That's all I did.
I'm gonna stop playing that because he explaining himself and he's showing that he's in his feelings about people not looking out for him, not including him in momentarily moments that's big monumental moments. That's the word. I said momentarily. I don't know what I'm talking about. Monumental moments. And Game did look out for a lot of people. He had a lot of big records and stuff though, but he was kind of arrogant or whatever. And he's a great artist. He did look out for Nipsey Hussle and have records with people. He had big records with Drake and all of that. I don't know what it is, why they don't include him. Is it not a good look to have Game on a record or whatever though? But this is not about Game. This is about Kendrick and Friends concert. The only reason I included Game is because he wasn't there. And I want to say salute to Kendrick Lamar. He's the top of the top right now. And I want to make a bold statement before I go. Top Dog, before it's all said and done, will have a bigger impact on hip hop than Death Row did. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money. And I'm gone. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Chip.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.